It's in the game.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward,
makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
and the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Cook. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Clark. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Williamson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he gets into the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense in press coverage. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the gun, the ground game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. This is a designed run, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass, it's York. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go box against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
It's a reverse. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They want to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Into the end zone for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage, found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's York. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Grab behind the line, it's Odom. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Rebels are marching down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes! Ripping through the defense. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Pulls it in. It's Cook. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, they block it. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
Encroachment defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to punch it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's York. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's at the 40, the 20. Inside the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia Southern. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's York. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's in there for a touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's York. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Under fire. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
First down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give from the gun. Slithers into space. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to throw, it's York. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Running back searching for a hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got the...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's York. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to it. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He now has 106 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now they'll run it on the toss. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The inside handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Offense changing the play. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. pull and throw off the RPO. Inside the 30. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Got him downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's York. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look